What's up, guys? A little over a year ago, I was shaking and quaking with excitement for a new Animal Crossing game. I've been a huge fan of the Animal Crossing series ever since I played Wild World on my DS as a kid, but I've never really been old enough when a game has been released to properly invest myself in it. I've never had a big enough brain capacity to really understand the inner workings of Animal Crossing. I have now played New Horizons more than I've ever played any other game in my entire life, and I have enjoyed every single moment of it. Aside from Bunny Day, that was pretty bad, but we'll ignore that. For me, throughout the different Animal Crossing games, one thing has remained constant, and that is my town has always been named Jukipton. It may sound to you like the sort of name a 5-year-old would have come up with, but I was actually like 7 or 8 at the time, so it's a bit more intellectual. Let me just take you through my process while I was naming it. My name is Jude, so that's the first part of the name. And at the time, my favourite Pokemon was Mudkip, and then Tun. There's no backstory to that bit, but the Tun makes Jukipton. It's quite poetic in a way. Now, since last year, my town has been getting better and better, baby. More and more updates have been rolling out. I've been getting more and more items. I've been writing more things on the notice board. You know, I've been digging up all my weeds, and I think I'm finally happy with how it looks. So I guess what I was wondering, if you'll let me, please would you come with me on one last tour of Jukipton? Okay, hi guys, I'll be your tour guide for today, and we're actually going to immediately go inside, because I want to start by taking you around my house. This is the living room, it's where I do all of my living. This is my contemporary city room, this is my blossom room, and this is my trophy room. As you can see, I'm pretty successful. Upstairs we have this beautiful room, and downstairs of course is the spa. Okay, now let's actually go outside onto my street. If you go left from my house, there is this vending machine. That's pretty cool. It dispenses joy and happiness. If we go down from my house, there is this beautiful field of flowers. This field houses all of the bees in the world, I think, so that's quite epic. Continuing right, we find this nice forest path. This area is a nice picnic spot. It's pretty calm. There's a beach bit as well, and after venturing through there, we reach Noob Street. Noob Street is home to the majority of my villagers. I really wanted to create a sense of community, and I think grouping them together as a bunch of noobs is the way to do that. And if they don't like that, which I assure you they do, then the airport is right next door, and they can As we move through the pumpkin patch, we come to the Epicentre of Jukipton. This place is a real hub, just a vibrant and incredible place to be. You know, we got Tom Nook's shop, we got fountains, we've got resident services, we've got parks. It's all here, it really is. But if you want to get away from all the noise, then don't worry, because there's a couple little paths here and there that begin to take you out into the countryside. Here we see the Fields of Gold, as I like to call them, named after the yellow flowers that you see everywhere. That yellow theme continues as we enter the Golden Forest. This used to be my bonsai area, but Nintendo didn't listen to me, and there's still only 2 bonsais in the game, so I just decided to spruce things up a bit. As we follow this wonderful petal path upwards, we reach Jukipton's answer to Niagara Falls. We like to call it Big Water, and you can just take a hop and a skip and a jump across the stream, and here we are in Jukipton National Park. The national park includes many idyllic places, and as we reach the western coast again, we find ourselves in the bamboo forest. This place is said to be home to a couple of pandas, but I don't know, I haven't seen any. This coastline also features a nice lighthouse and of course a public swimming pool. As we rise up a level, we find ourselves in the autumn-themed area, followed swiftly by the Lotus Pond, and this nice area follows all the way through until we reach the Haunted Well. As I've said before in previous tours of Jukipton, this well hosts 90% of the world's ghost population, including Casper the Friendly Ghost actually, and nearly Headless Nick from the Harry Potter series too. Thankfully, we have a way of warding off spirits here in Jukipton, and that is to rely on our island guardians, Big Head, Mr. Raccoon, and the Cat of Wisdom. The highest peak in Jukipton, also known as Big Mountain, acts as a shrine to these deities, just so that we can thank them for all the ghost busting and wish granting they do on a daily basis. And just over the river from this shrine, you'll notice a lot of Lily of the Valleys, and that's because my town is freaking epic and we have a 5-star rating. And as we travel past these flowers, we reach the Temple of the Moon. I asked the moon if he wanted to come and stay in my village, and he just said yeah, go for it, and he seems to have moved in for good. Sometimes I like to come come up here and we just talk about things like the tide and the first Wallace and Gromit film. He's a really good listener, and that's probably because he's so in awe of this beautiful koi pond that he's situated just above. Now we find ourselves on the Yoshi Falls coastline, named after the interesting waterfall setup we have going here. As you can see, I've stolen Stonehenge from the UK, they're not going to miss it, it's fine. And as we keep going, we reach the museum. Above my museum is the Samurai Shrine, complete with Uncle Iroh's Pie Show Arena, which will actually be hosting the Pie Show World Cup of 2024, so I think a round of applause is deserved there. And to be honest with that, we're pretty much done with the tour, so thank you so much for coming. And I'll let myself in real life speak a little bit more. So there you have it, that's the town. It's sad to say, but this game has genuinely been the best thing I've done for ages. I'm not even just talking about lockdown really, because let me tell you, I don't care about staying inside. Put me in a cupboard and throw away the key and I will be happy. No, I just mean generally as a comfort, I've loved this game. It's just really cute and charming, and I'm not claiming in any way that it's the perfect game, because it isn't. You know, it still takes you 20 years to buy like 10 Nook Miles tickets, but you can bet your fat arse I'm gonna keep playing it. You know, it is tragic how excited I am for the next update to the game, but I think at least videos wise, village tours wise, I'm done for now. And so to send us off in dramatic fashion, I did a couple videos where I remixed the instruments that are in New Horizons and I made songs out of them. And what I've done is I've taken those songs and I've mashed them all up into one big song, and with that song I have completed my Animal Crossing sound effects GarageBand remix album. And hopefully sometime soon that might actually be on Spotify, depending whether I actually worked out how to do it. So without further ado, here is the final song, and it's called Jukipton.